can't keep on talking to me. Hey, Mr. Gooner.
Hey.
Talking about the league. Stop twerking for City, blood. Yeah? Wait. Hey. What's this say? I told you there's a parade in May. I never lied. Come on. I mean that. People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, bro.
Come on. Big up the Champions League finalists. Big up the Premier League winners. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. In some cases, good night to everyone and only the people whose team have ended their 22-year drought. I know people being shameless or, for years of chatting crap about Arsenal. Oh, the Arsenal bottle train. Oh, it's once in 22 years. What have you done in your life, blood? What have you done in your personal life, let alone my football club? Because again, you look at certain clubs in their history, they've been on longer droughts than that. And you know the thing about the old days, they're the old days. 22 years of pain is over with. It's more like it's not even been 22 days. And I will say this straight off the bat, yeah, if we win the Champions League, it's a movie. In fact, let me condense my thoughts. As I said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, in some cases, good night, yeah. Arsenal Football Club, for the players, the manager, the coaching staff, the fans, by God's grace, we go and win this Champions League, because it's a movie. These last 2 weeks has been a movie. Sharing the moments, speaking for myself, with my friends in my personal life, you lot all around the Emirates. It's been a movie. It's been amazing to have that moment and have those moments. Obviously, if we don't win the Champions League, it's going to be disappointing. Champions League, you never sing that. Don't allow. There's so many people that have talked crud about our football team, talked about bottling and rattling us and doing all of that. Finally have a period. Every dog has its day to give it back. They're going to be out there with pitchforks saying, oh, but you never won the Champions League. Yeah, I hear that. But don't let that distract you from the fact that we won the Premier League. So as a fan base, obviously it's going to be a dampener, either temporarily or in general, because it's another final that we didn't win the Champions League. We've seen other people do it. We know we want to do that. For me personally, I think in these next 12 to 18 months, we can really quash some things to bed. We've ended the trophy drought. Obviously, we've won a major trophy drought. We've won the Premier League. This club has never retained the Premier League. I'm going off the bat 2026, 27. I think we're going to retain it. I don't know what the dynamics are going to be. City are still City, but they've got Maresca. I actually think Xabi Alonso is going to be very good for Chelsea, but they got to sort things out. Carrick seems to have got Man United's house in order naturally, but with more games, we don't know how that's going to play out. Obviously, they've got a lot to say about my football club, about our attack and all these things. And I've given our club credit, yeah. But to go to the next level, if we're ever in a position where we can run away with the league with 8 to 12 points, whatever it was, we need to do that next season. The attack needs to go up the gears. Certain people need to be flushed out. We won this without necessarily being in our best version. So if we go up the gears, it's peak. I think we're going to retain it. So if we can retain it and win a Champions League, it's been a movie. But don't allow that to dampen anything, especially for the fans and the players. We cannot have that parade and we're thinking about the champion. If we win it and we got the big ears and this one, fair play in it. But we can't allow it to dampen it. And even on that, we still bully this league. Because I do think there's obviously managers that have won the Champions League, but I do think equally there's managers that you have to bully your domestic league, kind of, satisfy that. And I won't say we bullied it, but we've established ourselves. Last 3 years prior to this season, we've been second and we've been first. Whatever people say about our attack, about our manager, about set pieces, and this player's not good, and Rice not possible forward, and Saka's not this, and Gyökeres in jeans, and Kai Havertz this, and Zubamendi that, somehow we've been one of the best teams in it. So take it to the next level. And what I would say, anyone that's got a problem with my football club, fuck all of that, come get your Premier League back. It's as simple as that. All you lot have 24 hours like us in a day, you will breathe the same air. Work harder, not smarter, man. And again, a lot of you that want to draw out Arsenal and whatever, when you're done speaking about Arsenal, you have to look in the mirror about your club. I know you're not happy. I know you're not happy. I know it boils you. I know it boils piss. It's romantic in that, obviously, the first goal we scored in the Premier League season, it was a set piece. The last one against Spurs, well, the one that kind of sealed the league, Kai Havertz against Burnley. And I give the players credit. But next season, all of my attackers individually, I need greater consistency. Arteta, I need evolution in that regards. Take the defense, kind of marry it with 2022-23. We're doing movies. But don't let them try to dampen the parade. We're still coming, pulling up with receipts. We're still getting onto every op. Just come get your Premier League back. Just come and get your Premier. If Noni Madueke has more Premier Leagues than your star wingers and whatnot, come get your Prem back. Because at the end of the day, Saliba and Gabriel are in Premier League history individually and Arsenal history and collectively. Raya's done his thing. Saka is, it's all worked out for Eze. Saka's taking us to the promised land. And then Mikel Arteta is an Arsenal legend. Like, let's have it right. He's an Arsenal legend now. He's won things as a player. He ended that trophy drought when he came here. He delivered our first Premier League title after 22 years. Don't want to go on that drought ever again. So yeah, we have to. These last 2 weeks have been absolutely amazing. Last Tuesday, absolutely amazing. Last Sunday, absolutely amazing. If we go and win that Champions League, I know they're kind of blocking the route and that, but if we go and win that Champions League, the scenes immediately on Saturday are going to be amazing. And there's going to be some people that are going to be out there to the early hours of the night. Obviously, we got the mad thing on Sunday, innit? But I want it. I've tasted blood now. I want the Champions League. I want the Premier League again and again. Let's have it right. In the Emirates era, we owe ourselves a lot of silverware. In the last 4 years, excluding this, because we got the Prem, we should have had some more domestic cups. We should have had another. Arteta should have at least minimum 2 Premier Leagues on his CV. So let's make up for lost time, man. All the tears and the pain, it was all worth it to get over the line. None of my players, very few of my players, bar my back five and Rice, could say they showed great consistency throughout the season, but everybody locked in when they needed to. And that's actually something. When April came, and April's not kind to Arsenal, we locked the fuck in. All of that nonsense, we finished 7 points above City. It's our time. I'm not going to, listen, domination is Sir Alex Ferguson, that's Pep Guardiola. I hope I'm wrong with what I'm about to say, because why wouldn't I want Arsenal to dominate? I don't think that. Something I've been calling for years. I think once Pep fucks off, pardon my language, yeah, the best compliment I can give Pep Guardiola is I'm happy to see you go. I think it's a free-for-all. I think anyone can win the league if they get their shit together. So let's seize the present, make up for lost time, and lock the hell in. And credit to my boys, because you locked in. You locked in May. You locked in. Against Bournemouth, it looked dark. So many things have aged like wine. Rice said it weren't done. Mikel Arteta said he's on fire. And you know what I would say as well? This was the first year I believe we could win the league. I went to war for this football club on TalkSport and all of these things. It feels like, obviously, we've all won, we're fans, but it feels like I played. It feels like I played. There were some dark times. After that League Cup final, I truly believed in my heart, and I said it. This is the worst we're going to get, and it has been. Whatever you have, I told man there's a parade, and whatever you say about my football club, we've got to a Champions League final, which we'd all agree is better than a League Cup final. Well, yes, I would have liked to have won it and had a treble and been a bit shameless and pissed off Man United fans, and we got the Prem over the line. Now it's about doing it again. The goalposts are forever going to move. But at the end of the day, we've set history. 2025, 26, you can say what you want about my football club. 9 teams have qualified for Europe. You could argue this is the greatest achievement. They can say what they want. They say Arteta's a cone boy and a rookie manager. They say Saka's not good. They make up so many things about my players and my team, and we're overrated and whatnot. So I don't think you're right. But if all of this is right, let's humor them people. If all of this is right, what you're saying about our players individually and collectively and all of these kind of things, then it has to be one of the greatest Premier League victories ever, based on what you lot are saying. And I give credit to Mikel, every one of my players, because this might not have been your greatest individual season, but it's going to be your most memorable. You've all got medals. You all stood up in some way to count. Everybody's played their part. Zubamendi's not doing the business right now. Cold in the first half of the season. Eze, after a troubled start, found himself. Saka obviously set up the goal that led to Kai Havertz scoring. Kai's had an injury hit season and made it happen. Gyökeres made it happen. Obviously, there's no point talking about the Salibas, the Gabriels, the Rices, the Ryers, all of those kind of things. Every one of these players locked in. The manager and his coaching staff, Nicholas Hover included, Gabriel Heinzer, locked the hell in. Young Miles Lewis-Skelly, Dowman, your moments weren't in vain, especially Dowman against Everton. It's in history. You locked in. I have to give credit to the Cronkies, because there was a point, at some point, every Arsenal fan has wanted the Cronkies to bust out. Obviously, in the last 3 years, 4 including this, I've maintained any successes or failures. Obviously, a fish rots from the head down. So indirectly, them being the owners, everything is their fault positively and negatively. But there's been money to spend. At no point did we not win the last 3 Premier League seasons because of what the Cronkies did or didn't do. So yeah, we all wanted you out. We're fucking with you now. To see Stan Kroenke and Josh, we like the Prem. Even I haven't watched the overlap episode. You don't need to start locking in on Twitch, because at some point between now and obviously the Champions League final, we're going to watch all of them parades and all of those videos, people. But I have to give credit to them. I love Andre Alberto. I love what you do as a man. I know you're going to sort us out in terms of incomings and outgoings. I liked your little bust up with Diego Simeone. I like the fact that you're there celebrate. Everybody connected to the club, the fans included, up and down the country, all around the world. Like, the sun's been shining. London's been great. It's been amazing. And I've met a lot of you at the various times. Well, I went on Tuesday after, obviously, it was confirmed. I went on Wednesday and I went on Sunday. Like, to share those moments with you lot, either on YouTube or in person, it will stay with me for a long time still. Good morning, S, from one champion to another. Hyper, appreciate you. All the people them in the chat, appreciate you. Anyone else feel strangely calm or genuinely more worried about the Burnley game than I am for the champs? For me, with the champs, I'm not going to say I haven't dreamed about it, because that's not true, but it's a weird one, man. It feels like a full circle moment, because the last time we won, I actually made a mistake. I did the maths, 22 years. So the last time we won the Prem, I was 9 years of age. So it takes you back to the days you called a glory hunter for Arsenal. So obviously I've gone through a lot in my life. I'm a 31-year-old male now. Well, no, I've always been a 31-year-old male, but I'm a 31-year-old man now, and we've won it. So that shows, you get where I'm going in it, the childhood to adult life. I kind of feel the same way about the champs, because that is something that stays with me for life. The whole run to the Champions League final, the Juventuses, no one giving us a chance against Real Madrid, Jens Lehmann saving the thing, it being in Paris with the French ties, us taking the lead, being 15 minutes away from it, having chances and not scoring. You know, PSG will give you chances. You have to take them. PSG are the better team, but we have a chance. We have, our team's in much better health than it was last year. It's going to be a tough ask. There's a lot of things in PSG's favor. For me, the only things in our favor is I like the way we're approaching this. It's not, oh my God, the league got bottled. It's this or nothing, or it's silverwareless. We're in that kind of moment. The players seem to have relished it the way they talk about PSG. They give them their respect. Our football is probably suited a bit more to Europe, and it's just a one-off, innit? It's just a one-off. I do think I'm a bit of a hypocrite, yeah, when I look at the Champions League final, people, because I would say this. I've said obviously, if you're on this channel, you've got common sense in it. The two parties, in Mikel Arteta and the coaching staff and the players, obviously, they're in it together, innit? But I did say, for me in the Premier League, for it being a marathon, not necessarily a sprint, I think Arteta's got to deliver me the Premier League. I think the players have to deliver me the Champions League. And I still maintain that. I still maintain that the players have to just turn it up. PSG, talent in abundance, tactics, rotating midfield, rotating front three, dangerous front three, defense. They're not the best defensive side I've ever seen, but people move like they can't defend in it. I know their keeper's decent. The keeper's the only one I want to ask questions. We know what quality they can possess. Despite the injuries and all of those things last season, we didn't go through, but we gave it a good fight. I personally feel generally PSG's period to dominate in Europe. I just feel they've got Luis Enrique, the scouting spot on. They've got the great balance between collective responsibility on the pitch and individuality. We all know the French league, they barely play these players. I just think everything's set up for them to have a period of winning a couple of Champions League, which I hope it isn't this. For natural reasons. But in the next 4 years, if you told me they've won 3 of the 4, which hopefully we win one, or all of them, it wouldn't shock me. But at the end of the day, stranger things have happened. You've got another opportunity. But I was going to say about the players have to win me the Champions League, it's a bit hypocritical, because there are managers that have won it first time, right? There's managers, and as I said, if we don't win the Champions League, don't try and let them belittle this thing. But there's obviously managers that have won the Champions League at the first time of asking. Equally, there's also times where they haven't done that, innit? Like, I look at, obviously, excluding Pep Guardiola at Barcelona, he got close, but not far enough with Bayern. He got to a final with City before he went and won it. It took Klopp 2 bites of the cherry. It took Tuchel 2 bites of the cherry. And if we're really asserting ourselves now from being a competitive side, which I said, to a winning side, you're not going to win them all the time. You are going to get to finals where it goes left. That's happened this season. Do you get where I'm going? That's their kind of headspace that we're stepping into. But as I was saying with Mikel Arteta, as much as, if I'm honest, I'm looking at players to stand up and show responsibility and win us that game. I promise you, go and look at any team that's won the Champions League. It's all been a collective effort. But in that final, couple men have stood up to be counted. As much as I believe that, and I have to see what's going on, and the players have to stand up, I do think it's Arteta versus himself to a bit, because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You win, it's great, but just for argument's sake, we hear Timber's in the squad. We've seen Zubimendi play right back and Rice. Is he going to put a centre mid? Is he going to not think logically, but is he going to overthink it? Is he going to go with a centre mid at right back? How many minutes is he going to start Timber or bring him off the bench? Is he going to go with Mosquera? Is he going to go with Calafiori or Hincapié? Midfield, is he going to get Eze and Odegaard in that midfield? Is he going to go with Eze off the flanks? Is he going to go with Trossard? Is he going to go with Martinelli because of what he can do going backwards? Is he going to go with Kai up front and Zubamendi in the midfield? These are the sort of things where I'm looking at. I do think it's Arteta versus himself, and I do think for his own managerial progression, like he's got that headspace. And again, and another thing I was right about, no one can convince me Mikel Arteta is not generational. That's not me saying he's Pep Guardiola or Luis Enrique. In his generation or his manager, his managerial things, yeah. Who's done what he's done? Who's done what he's done? The guy had no managerial experience, took this club, and yes, there's been times where he could have, should have, and maybe would have been sacked in other contexts, but he's rebuilt this football club. He's put the lights back on. And now that it's taken 22 years, in my opinion, well, however long we've been at the Emirates, it actually feels like a home now. It don't feel like a house. It feels like, yes, the Emirates is there. What he's done for the atmosphere, what he's done with the Olive Garden and all those managerial mind games things, what he's done in terms of the recruitment, what he's done with the pressure, I can't not call it. I do think he's a genius. I do think he's generational in relation to his generation. I do think one day he's going to manage a Barcelona or a Real Madrid, all these things. Now you can see it. It's about going from competitive to being a winner. So yeah, I would say I am in a sense of calmness in it. Like if we win the Champions League, it's amazing. If we lose, yeah, I'm going to be upset naturally. Yeah, we didn't win it. And then that's going to be like for 5 minutes. We'll go again in it. Like we go again like, hey, we do have the Premier League though. What time are we reaching? I know we want to have our cake and eat it. But if life was fair, we do have a lot less, man. So yeah, we'll win the Champions League. I hope so. I hope Timber is ready 60 minutes of football. The whole squad's going to be needed because for argument's sake, if you start Kai Havertz, Gyökeres is going to have to play a part. If you start Gyökeres, Kai is going to have to play a part. We're going to have to see, man. We're going to have to see, man. Stavanov is incredibly skittish on corners and crosses. If Nicholas overcooks up his usual magic, our set pieces are going to absolutely terrorize their box. Listen, I rate Luis Enrique, and I'm sure you lot do. I rate him individually as a man and his coaching philosophies and all of that. I rate his team, not just because of the quality. And that's something we're not talking about enough. We're all focused on Kvaratskhelia, which quality player, all that stuff. The right-hand side, their right-hand side. If you're going with Calafiori, we have to commit to doing this Braveheart thing. And you can't do that for 90 minutes. If it's a shootout, we are going to hold some binds. Are you going to go with Calafiori? But I think they've got the perfect blend of individuality. They all fucking bust their asses to defend. They rotate. I've even seen Hakimi and Mendes on the same side as fullbacks. There's nothing that I can... There's not enough praise for Luis Enrique. We're new to this Champions League final thing under the gaffer. They've been there before. It'd be interesting to see what's going on. But the weak spot is the keeper. And to be fair, they were better than us. I think we was naive. I think even when I look at, and it's probably one for the stream tomorrow, when I look at Declan Rice, he said you got to take your chances. PSG were better than us in both legs. Second leg in Paris, we switched off defensively. Obviously, they had that man Mount in Donnarumma in goal. Saka missed a tap-in. Odegaard had some half chances. Let's be real, Mikel Arteta. It didn't really look like, as neutral fans, beyond them long throws from Partey, we had something. You go back to the first leg, I think as a club, we was naive, from the fans to the players. And I say that, even us watching it, because I was still drunk off beating Real Madrid. What a day night it was, which Real Madrid is the biggest club in the land, innit? I think we approached the first leg of that semi-final against PSG. And as you saw, early doors, Dembele, like, they're a great team with generational talent in abundance. Kvaratskhelia, not to be that guy, everybody knows his quality. Ballon d'Or worthy, one of the best attacking players, full stop in his position. And we all talk about it. But I said this to my friend yesterday when I was with them. I think him and William Saliba, you lot have the shittest PR in the world because not enough people are gassing you. If Kvaratskhelia was Brazilian or English or Spanish, there'd be more gas in it. So you get where I'm going. They've got, logically, it points to PSG winning. But let's go out there and have a chance. But with all of that, we did have a lot of injuries. We were competitive. I did feel, because I can remember my post-reaction, there was a period in that second leg against PSG where I felt that it was a valiant effort. We was trying the thing, if that makes sense. That we're giving it, isolated to the context is, we're giving it all we can to chase the game. But I'll be real, it felt like our best was here at that game. It felt like our best was here. PSG were just another level. And it weren't another level thing in that Kvaratskhelia is doing what he would do if you just type his name on YouTube or whatever. It's just, it felt a bit like boys against men, if that makes sense. And I did feel that the last time I felt like that watching a game of football, is the 2 times I've watched Barcelona against Real Madrid. Against Man United. It just felt like one of those things. So we did have chances. We did have injuries. Obviously, I do think Saka played a blinder when I think he said something like, oh, you know who we want. You could say that could have been interpreted as Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich's a difficult outfit. I just think it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't. I know we played PSG. There's lessons we can learn from last season, both in the league phase and obviously the knockout. But I genuinely would have believed that wholeheartedly. I'd say it with chest, we're beating Bayern Munich, because I think Company, Arteta, you've both never been as managers to the final. Obviously, Bayern Munich got talent and they're a difficult team and they'll probably be their favourites. I just think it was more of an even encounter. I just think PSG, that's their thing. Like, listen, I don't know the owner of PSG or any of those people, but I do think they're on the Real Madrid thing, in that it's nice to win the league and we want to win the league and win everything, but the champs is everything. So we'll have to see. So yeah, despite the injuries, we did have chances. We did have injuries. There is a lot of learning lessons. We're in a better place psychologically. You could have your cake and eat it. Like, I don't want to dream too much, but if you win the Prem and the champs, and a lot of our players are going to the World Cup, I'm never going to, whether that's Saliba, whether that's Saka, whether that's Gabriel, whether that's Declan Rice, whether that's Noni Madueke, if you win the Prem and the champs and one of you cops a World Cup, run me my Ballon d'Or. Run me that. Run me that. Run me that. Run me that. Movie is right. We got to do it. Win the champs. No. We're going to do it. This feels exactly like the Real Madrid quarterfinal last season. Nobody gave us a chance. Even their own fans thought they'd batter us, and we completely outplayed them. Talk to the Peckham Red that told man nothing. Hey, Rance, I've been collecting some files, Don't worry, there'll be Rance is my guy in it, and I don't care what people say in it. Like, as a man, Rance is filled with integrity, which is something that I feel is in short supply with YouTube content creators or just people in the industry anyway. So as a man, full of respect for Rance. He's helped me a lot. He's helped a lot of people, and a lot of people validate this. Like, he's a good guy. See, when we're just talking about football, Rance, you've got more misses than hits when it comes to Arsenal. I told man there's a parade in May. I told all of you lot that don't support Arsenal, and you were coming for me in that League Cup final and Wolves away and Bournemouth at home. Make sure you complete the job. It's not enough to shoot me, to stab me, to rush me. Like, you need to make sure they've pronounced me dead, because I said I'd be back. I said I would be back. I said, don't make me come back. I said, please don't make us win the Premier League. For you lot, make sure we don't win the Champions League. Regardless, you can't talk to me. You can't talk to me for a year. If your team ain't got the Prem, you can rattle me. You can not rattle me. You can jump in my DMs. You can do all of that. Come get your Prem back. We all got 24 hours in a day, man. Happy Eid to everyone as well. Life is looking a lot better right now, not going to lie. Sun hasn't stopped shining. Corn hasn't stopped flying. Ops haven't stopped crying. Alhamdulillah. Tell them again. Nobody can touch our fan base when it comes to passion. The global the celebrations, bro. Kenya, mad. England, mad. All around the world, mad. Everybody mad. Bro, we're fucking let's be real. We're a sleeping giant, man. And it's time to go to the next level, man. It's time to go to the next level, man. It's time to go to the next level, man. Time to go to the next level. Elijah Saki, man. But yeah, anyways, away from that. Morning. I managed to catch a DG stream. Yes, you did, man. I managed to catch a DG stream. The thing with the Champions League final is we're the underdogs, and it's like the unstoppable force against the immovable object. Mikel on Mind Games. So is Mr. Luis Enrique. And it's also nice to see Gary Neville. I need to hit up him on TikTok as well, man. I've taken a break from the trolling to just enjoy the moment. Don't worry, we'll be back, man. We'll be back. Now Arteta is earning his money, third best paid. Bro, I'm not being greedy, but I want Arsenal dominance from now on. Let's win the Champs Super Cup and go to the FIFA Club World Cup. Arteta can achieve a lot before the next season starts, bro. But even that, with the World Cup and everything, I can't lie, man. It's never going to change. But I think for every club, I think there needs to be, because in my life, we've gone from 3 subs to 5. I think that's going to probably need to be expanded. I do think they're going to have to look at some level of a winter break properly. And I do think teams are going to need bigger squads. And I think you need a bigger bench. Because, again, football's not getting any better, bro. Rice has played 50, 60 games. Probably going to touch 70, arguably. Maybe even 70. And it's not just him. The footballing world, like the people that could govern how the Premier League is run, how the FIFA is, how all the tournaments are run and TV rights, they don't care. These footballers are guinea pigs. They're being ran into the ground. And it's not going to change. It genuinely is not going to change. And we have had this conversation for a number of years. Actually, we're talking about this the last World Cup, about the quality and all of these kind of things. We was missing Kai last year. Smash their likes. 149 people in the chat, only 32 likes. Get onto them. If we're trash, come get your Prem back, man. Stop crying, man. Kivior and Saliba on my days, I cancelled out my memory. What do you feel about the new away kit? It looks like the one next to you, 2021, 2022. I need to see it to comment on it, if I'm honest with you, man. Big up yourself, TTM. So, yeah, man. Now, Rance is one of my favorite pagans, man. He is, man. He is. Like I said, as a person, nobody can chat shit to me about Rance still. I'm not going to lie. But when it comes to the banter and the Arsenal thing and United, we're on to them. Oi. Champion, nice champion, nice. TJ, I rate you told us it's a parade in May. Respectfully, I'm gonna hold you to the fact that you said Zubimendi is gonna change our lives. Not gonna lie, Zubi was mid this season. So are we forgetting that one? Okay, DG Defense League. Winners win, losers explain, right? Zubimendi's first season. He's featured in every Premier League game. 22-year drought over. I don't make the rules. And he done the reverse Gyökeres and the reverse Eze in the sense that Zubimendi started this. I'm not saying he set the world alight, but let's have it right. Let's not rewrite history. Granted, second half of the season, I've said it before. He looks like a little child that's lost their mum or dad in a supermarket. What is one thing, even when the stocks were high with everybody with Zubimendi, what is one thing I said with Zubi? We need another midfielder. Him and Rice, one, are going to be running to the ground. When it's these typical Premier League games, chess match, not a lot of space, the tempo isn't really quite there. Typically what we've seen with Arsenal versus City, I think Zubimendi's cool. You see when it's them end-to-end basketball kind of matches, like what United kind of became, and we beat Spurs, but when he made that mistake, Zubimendi's not ready for that. It's his first season, he's done well. His first half of the season was immaculate. And whatever people say, he changed our lives. He signed for us. We ended 22 years of hurt. Are these facts? Oh, no. And I did tell you there's a parade in May. I genuinely believed it. Of course, there was times this season where, if I'm real, like I went too far to turn back, bro. Like, we've gone too far to turn back. Like, gambling is not the best example, and I don't advocate it, but I genuinely believed we would have a parade in May. Threw my whole hand in. And at some point, I thought, fuck it, boys, you're going to do this to me. They're going to have my guts for garters. But, it all worked out, man. It all worked out, man. Zubimendi could definitely play a bit better. There's more to come from him. There's more to come from him. There's more to come from everybody. So, yeah. I won't be there, but hopefully that's the only time I want Rance to get one over on the Arsenal fan. Sorry, I know my man's an Arsenal fan, but Rance needs to smack him up, bro. Zubimendi was brilliant this season. Zubimendi was incredible for most of the league. He needed the winter break. Holloway Road is going to be like, I don't know where them are standing. Is it Holloway Road? Is it Seven Sisters Road? If you look at the parade, it's even cutting through Stoke Newton as well. Is it going to be a part of Stoke Newton, but the weird side, not the weird side, but like the Arsenal kind of side of it, is it going to be standing there? Where are we going? And I know, even me, I was disappointed with the fact that it's not like we're not going to do the lifting at the Emirates, but when you deep it, bro, like safety comes first. It actually can't. If there's going to be 500,000 to 1 million plus people, yeah, it actually can't happen. It can't. People are going to get hurt. They're actually doing the right thing. And one thing I do like with Arsenal is the galley, in it. Like, there's going to be 2 buses. The galley are going to parade their thing. Yeah. Not the weird side of stuff, but the gentrified side kind of thing, innit? Fords appreciate you, man. We're champions. As the man has said, smash the like button. Big up yourself, broski. United fans think they'll win it. Listen, I don't argue no more, That what you're saying, yeah? Odegaard, get the camera, man. Yeah? All right, cool. Because United fans, nobody, like London United fans, they're all the same. They're all deranged. They all forget that it's a 38-game period. They're like, oh, but if we sacked Amarin quicker and Carrick, Arteta didn't beat Carrick in the points and we'll be there. That's cool. All right. Them man are in a title race, yeah? They're not playing 40 games next season. If they win, fair play. We'll see you. There's bet when you're at the top, the only way is down. We're not even looking down. We're just, if you think you can climb that ladder, come, bring it. Corner boys in the building. A's up, 2 3s up. Parade in May. Safety over. Yeah, man. Safety over, bro. Is like, it can't bang, bro. It can't bang. Even, because if I'm honest, fuck fed in it, but Tuesday, like, when it was confirmed we won the league, they weren't ready for that. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. They was not ready for that. But what us Arsenal fans, big up you lot around the world, but from what all us Arsenal fans did as we descended on the Emirates, yeah, they weren't ready for that, bro. They weren't ready for that. Like, they couldn't handle that. And I can't lie, the police annoy me as well, man, because I saw this old man and this old woman, bro. They've probably been watching Arsenal more years than we've been alive, yeah. They're just they're just chilling there. Like, they've seen everything, innit? They might have even seen Herbert Chapman. I don't know, respectfully. They must have seen everything. There's nothing they ain't seen in it. There's nothing they ain't seen. Police said, like, my man and the lady, they're just drinking Copperberg. They're just there, not causing no trouble, just stood there. They've come taking the thing, poured it on the floor. I never knew police could litter. But they weren't ready for Tuesday. They weren't. They were understaffed. They weren't ready for Tuesday. So they slightly weren't even ready for Wednesday or last Sunday. So it made me think, if we do win that Champions League, bearing in mind there's a lot of people, like all the surrounding areas in it, whether it's Hackney, Finsbury Park, local to Islington, wherever. So the pubs or wherever you're watching it, pubs, houses, whatever, you got them fans that are itching to get out and celebrate. Bearing in mind there's a screening at the Emirates as well. What do you think? I don't, admittedly, I don't know how many tickets are available in it, but I'd imagine the stadium is going to be filled. They're ready to descend. Obviously, if you're watching it at home or wherever you're watching it in London or just outside London, a lot of us, you're going to get around the Emirates. And naturally, they're they're locking off certain roads and doing all of that and doing all of that kind of stuff in it. So it did make me think, like, obviously, you're not going to be able to maneuver around the Emirates too tough. So yeah. Hey, Lee. Come on, my Killy. Come on, we're champions, man. We're champions. I don't know, Leo, about Saturday, though. I hope so. I'm not allowing myself to dream, bro. You know this. I've told you this already. Like, 06 is fresh in the memory, bro. I believe the champs when we see it in it. And I do think on one hand, it's a step two. Is we're not ready for that, innit? But I hope I'm wrong. I believed we could do this Prem thing. The champs, PSG. At the end of the day, it's not Formula One, innit? They bleed just like us. Let's try a thing. Yeah, Omar. Here's your 5 minutes of fame, man. There you go. Screenshot it, send it to mommy, man. There you go. I do back my team. Back my team don't mean I'm saying we're gonna win everything. I back my team. If we're gonna go into a fight where we're gonna get tumped up, then we're all getting slumped together. 2-1 Saka winner. In my heart, my mind, I'm not going to say the result in it, and it's not a battering. In my heart, PSG take the lead. Gabriel Magalhaes equalizes. I feel like Marino might bag, but Magalhaes equalizes from a set piece. And I know you lot don't want to hear it. Penalties. Yeah, TTM, at least be like you. You're a United fan, but like, bro, some of your guys are sneaky, bro. Hamzino, you need to come outside and start doing the editing. That's what you need to do, my boy. That is what you need to do. DG, you know when they will stop the bus and do speeches at the parade? Don't want to miss that part, but got a stag do to fly to, unfortunately. Do you know what? If I'm honest, it would have been nice if there was a way to facilitate it. You're just at the Emirates, which we all want to see. You're lifting it, the bus stops, you're lifting it. Speeches are going on. If I'm honest, it just looks like the whole parade route, everybody's going to get to see them do that, innit? They're all going to do that. There might be some speeches on the bus. I don't think they have the facilities. I do think there's a serious health and safety issue, if I'm brutally honest. And I wasn't for it, but like people, there could be stampedes and things like that. Like, I don't want to take it there, but like, there's going to be little kids, there's going to be elderly, there's going to be disabled people. Like, there is a degree of like, we're fully going to stress out the local area and the local Fed authorities, all transport, whether you're getting a cab, whether you're driving on the roads, whether you're getting on a train, whether you're getting bus, whether you're getting a line bike, you're going to stress. I don't want to say the city, but like the North London, that part of North London is going to be packed to the brim. It's going to be tested to the brim, if I'm honest. Next season. So you lot are the Netflix FC now, yeah? Just go fucking edit my thing, because it's all fun and games when I was on Rancy's stream and you lot were, when we lost to United and lost the League Cup final, you lot were all editing and having this hee-hee-ha, and Rant's got his little minions. It's like going Anfield away and you got all your little minions, or Newcastle, your little minions, that Rants can say the sky is blue and you lot are sucking him off. I want to hear the bullshit now. As a fan base, though, let's have some class. Who said we ain't got class, though? Who said we ain't got class? And let's be honest, there's 500,000 to 1 million people. There's going to be twats. The majority of people are going to behave themselves. There are going to be twats. There is going to be some negative moments. It's going to happen. Like, it's like Carnival. Carnival is lit. Everyone behaves themselves. There's obviously minor incidences, people doing them. You're going to get that, bro. There's bare alcohol, the sun's shining. People, like, even if I'm honest, like, Tuesday was lovely, innit? Because there was fans of all different races, religions, color, ages, just drinking. If you don't drink, it just vibes in. Wednesday, it felt like it was more the young people. That's where you had more the jumping up and down on cars, and people are throwing orange. I had to tell someone, allow it, innit? Someone threw orange juice. Like, people throwing orange juice and Sprite, and you are going to get that stupidity, innit? You are going to get that. Aaron, behave, man. DG, what time is the best time to make ways to the parade? Bro, it starts at 2 p.m. You're not listening. There's 500,000 to 1 million people. The earlier, the better. Me, I'm trying to get that 10 a.m. in it because you're going to have to find a spot and chill off in it. You're genuinely going to have to just find a spot and chill off. There's not going to be walking about, bro. There's not going to be that kind of level of walking about. Like, you're going to have to find somewhere with your friends, secure that spot, make sure you got some food, some liquor, there's a toilet not too far, and just hold your corner and chill off, man. Big up Leicester. I don't mind being another Leicester. 2 Premier League winners. That's great. Why are you saying it like it's an insult? Dead corn. Honestly, I have a feeling that Kai Havertz is going to take it home for us. I hope so, man. Arsenal has definitely boosted North London's economy. Bossman prices last week was 100, bro. They bought money into it. Bro, you can't go try buy that new Arsenal kit anywhere. You're not gonna be able to. You have to order it online, and when it arrives, it arrives. You're not gonna be able to find. You're not gonna be able to find that. Like you said, the local economy, bro. You've done a madness for the shops all around. Think about it. If we never won the league and we weren't in the Champions League final after the last day of the season, or on that Tuesday or that Wednesday, obviously the shops all around would have got money. But literally, there's an influx, bro. So, yeah, man. Did do that, and surrounding regions, and even places like fucking TFL, like the trains and that. How much more money did they get? You know, West Ham are costing the taxpayer. That's what Sadiq Khan said. Arsenal just saving everybody. Like, we're bringing money into the economy and paying people's bills. What else have we done? We gifted more European places. Hey, 9 teams in Europe. Big up everyone whose teams in Europe in Sunken. Big up Crystal Palace as well, man, for yesterday. Yeah, nah, Hamzy, bro, you dons that do the editing thing are the sneakiest shoots ever, man. You can't expect 500k people to be patterned. People who aren't even 40 fans will use the K. Exactly, bro. People that don't even support the club, because let's have it right. There's a degree of it's a motive. What people are forgetting, this is a parade, you know. This is a football thing. People are going to be doing the most. You can't expect that. It'd be worse than Carnival, bro. More people like football than Carnival. It's going to be mad. DG doing a DG Nation link up. Slink me on the strip, man. Slink me on the strip, man. Slink me on the strip, man. Just link me on the strip. I'm still here. What's your point? Bro, I know you're still here. Just edit my stuff, man. Just edit my stuff, please. Arsenal done a madness on me. Ordered 3 kits. They sent 2. Madness. Damn. You better get your ting. Hey, what's good, big dog? Finally caught your live in European time. You coming to Budapest? No, I'm not, you know. My girl and I got in yesterday from LA and doing tourist stuff for the next few days, but ready for Sat. You got this, man. Where did you get your medal from? My brethren bought it, and he just put it over my neck. You know what? I think they're the smart. Big up them white youths, man. Them geezers, bro. Them geezers, they're the smartest youths because they were selling hats and medals and that. I want to get like the replica one, man. We're not getting no clean sheet against PSG. Stranger things have happened, but yeah, bro. Trains are the worst. There's no way it comes. DG, do you know where you're gonna be yet? No, I'm just gonna get there early with my mates. I can't lie. Wherever we stand, wherever we're at is wherever we're at, man. DG, I'm happy for you. This made me realize how bad I feel for, man. They're like them starving youths, but we're fed now. See the thing about the old days? They're the old days, cuz. No guts, no glory. There's no testimony. There's no test. There's no testimony without a test. It's over, man. You don't get your licks in, man. We're on the shortest Premier League drought. Biggest clubs in the land. There's certain men that support the biggest club, Manchester United, in the land. They're on a 13, 14-year drought. They started sucking off City. They've been bred in Liverpool. Them men are controlling it up north. And also, whatever they say about my manager, whatever they say about my club, Sir Alex Ferguson dominated this league. Wenger took his chain once, or a couple times, better yet. Whatever people say about Pep, he dominated this thing. Arteta won a Premier League. If you're the biggest club in the land, yeah, and Pep Guardiola in his longest tenure at any club, and you didn't win a Premier League trophy during his time, spooky. I don't know about that, though. I don't know about that. Stay safe, though, man. You lot stay safe, man. Nah, Man United are bigger than Liverpool. And you know me, I don't like all this bigger crap, bro. All this bigger club crap, because obviously we've won trophies, but you get where I'm going, the European stuff. Look at what we did. 100k plus people within the hour of winning that thing. The parade can't even have it outside our Emirates because it's a madness. People forget how much this club is followed by everybody. So you could do the amount of fans, you could do the trophy thing. The whole big club crap I've always found it bullshit in it. Like, I don't really care for it in it. In my mind, Real Madrid are the biggest club in the land, in the world. It's them. United are the biggest club in the land, isn't it? In my opinion, they are. They are. And I think Arsenal, Liverpool, United are the big three. Now, if you speak to some fan in the 80s and 70s, when obviously I've seen Liverpool win champs, I've seen them win the league, but when Liverpool were the guys, like around John Barnes' time, they might tell you something different. I think Man United are the biggest, isn't it? Not that I care about that. We need to start hunting down those 20 league titles. Let's just be humble, man. Can't celebrate your win. Instead, we have to come at United, chat to your locals, Chelsea. Now we're coming for all of you lot. Why are you lot here? Why are you lot here? Big up Shame for the raid. Why are you lot here? Why are you lot here? Why are you lot here? Why are you lot here in the Arsenal team? Huh? Trying to raid on my parade? Can't raid on this parade. Because nothing you say, even if we lose the Champions League, nothing you say is worse than what it could have been. Oh, 4 years, man. You didn't win the league. Oh, is it time to get rid of Arteta? Then man, I'll bottle it. Second again, ole. It's not sustainable what they're doing. All of this bullshit that you lot would have said. So any corn you chuck is dead. Some of you can't talk to me for a year. Unless your team has won a major bit of silverware this year, and unless you won a Premier League during the Pep Guardiola era, Slot did it. Man United didn't. I can't hear it, man. Aaron, man, stop all of that. I think United and Liverpool are equals is number one, but commercially, Man United's clear. Like I said, Liverpool and United, they're the two ones I'd have above us in England, isn't it? For me, I'd go Man United. Personally, I think they're the biggest club in the land, bro. Like, you doing a watch along? Nah, I'm on TalkSport. Crazy, isn't it? Look at you. I'm here to support a black brother who produces engaging content. Personally, I'm glad we're so rent-free. Big up yourself, but I'm on the black and black violence now. It don't matter. These bells don't discriminate. We got corn for every race, every religion, every skin color. If you're not with Arsenal, innit? We're on to all of you lot. We're on to all of you lot. Forget that. Forget that. Forget Dr. Umar. Forget that. Forget that. Because I've got a long memory. You think when I was on Rancy stream, some of these usernames, you lot weren't chatting was. Hit me, not the players. I'm on fire. I can't lie. Arteta's cold for that as well. A lot of things. So, yeah, man. Maresca got found out. It's a weird one with Maresca, man, because City have wanted him for a minute, innit? Like, I think even a few months ago when he was at Chelsea, like, it seemed like he weren't happy at Chelsea. They weren't happy with him, but it felt like he's been chatting to City for a minute, innit? They've got rid of everyone but the set-piece coach, so it'd be interesting to see. And obviously, I don't think it's the same City side. Of course, they've got Haaland, they've got this, they've got that, but they're the most humanly looking City side that's ever been. So I do think Maresca has some good ideas. I do think he done all right at Chelsea. So I don't know how it's going to work at City, but I've always maintained when Pep got, because City are this engine and they've had Pep, I do think it's going to be even. I don't know how that's going to go. I actually think I hope I'm wrong, but Xabi Alonso going to Chelsea, there's shades of 2019. Obviously, they need to flush out a lot of stuff and get their house in order. But I do think that, and what you got to remember is, ultimately, Arsenal never won the league in 2022-23, in it. Remember, we never had Europe that year, in it, or we never had Champions League football in that period. Chelsea are not in Europe. That I've seen, obviously, it's not the same Chelsea side, it's not the same team, but I've seen them win a league title with no European football. I do think there's a couple of teams that don't have European football that could be there. So honestly, I do think Arsenal, I hold my licks, but I do think if we really want it and we seize the present, I think this is the best time we've got to, in my life, to retain a Premier League trophy. But I do think it's going to be a serious race. And again, now that we've got over the line, there's several periods we need to learn from, if we're honest with ourselves. You know, Stamford Bridge, another year in a row where we kind of fucked about. Still never won at Anfield. You know, shot ourselves in the foot against Man United. Conceded in the last minute against Aston Villa. Conceded in the dying embers after holding on to the lead against Sunderland. Obviously, if we're ever in a period of the 8 to 12 points where we was looking at one point this year, we need to run away with that. Because if I'm honest with you, next season, I feel like we need to do, well, not to praise or get onto Liverpool, what Liverpool done last season, and they wrapped it up early. They ran away with it because realistically, that's what we should have done. So once in a lifetime thing, you should enjoy. Everybody enjoy it, man. Congratulations on winning the league, and I think you'll smash PSG. I don't know about that. I'm so happy we won the Conference League, 3 trophies. And big up Crystal Palace. Like, I'm not from South London, but I think there's a lot of Arsenal fans that have a soft spot for Crystal Palace, especially those in South London. I have the same thing for Crystal Palace because My uncle, God bless you, R.I.P. Uncle Clint, he was a Crystal Palace fan, innit? And he, big reason as to why I like football. He used to take me to watch Crystal Palace against Southend and all of that. So I always want them to do well. And they look after us, innit? Like, they told us to F off back to South. We had the little paraders in South, and now we're back in it. So, yeah, credit to Crystal Palace, man. Winning the European trophy, winning the FA Cup, winning the Community Shield. I mean, it's what a way to bow out for Glasner, isn't it? And even with that as well, man, to see Mateta getting a France call up, to see Lecole getting a call up, I feel a bit sorry for Crystal Palace because you don't know what next season is going to look like because I reckon Lecole's gone. Obviously, your manager's gone. You've lost Gurhey, which you've got on with it, but you've lost Gurhey. I don't think you'll lose at straight. You know what? Adam Gordon's gone Barcelona in it. That so stranger things could happen. I don't think you're gonna lose Adam Wharton, if I'm honest with you, this season. But I think everyone knows at some point that's gonna happen. So yeah, man, it'll be interesting. Jabby is a good coach, but Chelsea are rubbish and they'll have the same windows. But that's what I mean. Like they have to, like how Arsenal bet on Arteta and other things, rightly or wrongly, he will make mistakes. They have to give him everything he's got. And I'm sure he's the manager now. He's not the head coach. There's a lot that in the same way when Arsenal were back-to-back 8th, we didn't just blink and ended up there. It's years and a serious sustained period. And you can make the case of, Spurs from what they were with Pochettino to now, what Liverpool have had in previous years, where United have quote-unquote been. You don't just get there overnight. You don't just get back-to-back 8s and all of these things overnight. It's a series, sustained period of making the wrong decisions. In the same way, you don't get to where we've been in the last 3 years, now 4, including getting the league, in that everything around us is kind of positive. There's a lot of things that need to improve, a lot of things we nitpick at, but we didn't get here overnight. So that's what I feel with Chelsea. But I rate Xabi Alonso. I rated him his thing at Sociedad. I rated what he did at Leverkusen. I think he was done dirty at Real Madrid, and you can see Real Madrid's poison anyways, because a couple men have been there, and the same rumblings are still there. But I think if they really buy into him, they have to get the recruitment right. Like, they have to find that balance they're doing the football manager thing. Let's find young players that we can sell higher with immediate experience. They're going to have more of an interchanging system and whatnot. It's going to be interesting, man. Alvarez to Barca. Crystal Palace reach agreement with Areola. Areola expected to be announced this week. I'll be with the greatest of respect to Crystal Palace. I don't get that one, Now, maybe in hindsight, because I mentioned Pochettino. I can't remember for my life of me, I can't remember who the Southampton manager was at the time in the Premier League. But I remember Southampton were doing their thing. And including myself, everyone was up in arms like, bro, why'd they get rid of my man? He's doing all right. They got Pochettino when it went to a next level. So you never know. It's weird, man, because respectfully, like, if I'm a Crystal Palace fan, I'm having Areola. Like, I'm not saying he can be better than Glasner or he's better than him, but he's done his thing at Bournemouth. I'm having him. I just don't get it. Yes, they're in Europe. Do you get Conference League? Do you get Europa League for winning the Conference League? Or am I wrong on that? I swear you do. I might be wrong on that. Don't quote me or help me in the chat, innit? I could be wrong on that. But you'd have that. There is the living in London aspect. It feels like Crystal Palace, they need to replenish, in my opinion. There's a couple of players that need to go. There's a couple of players that need replacing. Areola, I mean, you should always leave on a high in it. That's one thing I wish Wenger did. You've done great for Bournemouth. They're in a whisker of getting Champions League football. They're in Europe. They're another team that they sell players. They're still about. It's not. I'm sure they miss Semenyo, of course, and Howson, but they're keeping it moving, in it, really and truly. So it'd be interesting to see, man. Of the big six, we're the most stable. Big up yourself. Kroupi and Rodgers be lit, man. Big up Ian Wright. You're right, man. Do you think Arteta's job is now in danger more than ever? Our fans have lifted the trophy now. Expectations are higher. There's obviously expectations because we know we needed silverware. I wouldn't say his job's in danger because we all know there could have been calls. We could have said he needs to get sacked, but we all know had he have not won any silverware, he's not going anywhere. At the very minimum, he's running out that deal, innit? He's going to get a new contract. Obviously, the pressure is always going to be there. You're going to live or die by the standards you set. And unfortunately, in life and in football, goalposts always move. We've won the Premier League. People are going to say, oh, it's only once in 22 years. You ain't retained it, though. You ain't done it doing this. This is why you shouldn't seek validation. You win the Champions League, but you didn't do this. As I said, it's happened respectfully to the current bunch of Arsenal players, yeah, and respectfully to Mikel Arteta. These are things that were said about Wenger, about Pep, about Jose, about many a manager and many a team that was held in higher regards. And in my opinion, I think we're better. So who are we? But one thing I do think that, I mean, they don't show it, but I don't think our club cares about noise, bro. Like, they've shown probably from the period, when Ramsdale and Ben White and all of these kind of people came in. When it was trust the process and progress and we couldn't see it, they never cared then. So why would you care now? Bro, I live in Brum. Me and the lads are going to have to arrive in London at 6 a.m. Do you know what? There's even motives, you know. There's even motives. There's even raves. So you're going to be all right. Just make sure you get on the booze, man. Yeah, no, big up Palace, man. Big up Palace. Leclerc deserves his France call up. A big club need to, bro. Leclerc, I reckon he cuts from the Premier League, but you're right, bro. If I'm Man United, I'm sniffing. I would have him at Arsenal in it, but because we were linked with Gurhey. But if I'm Man United, I'm sniffing around that. If I'm definitely, if I'm Liverpool, I'm sniffing around that. If I'm Chelsea, I'm sniffing around that. I mean, Spurs got their Senesti. I mean, I wouldn't go Spurs if I was him. It's a step backwards because you could go other clubs. And I'm sure clubs in Europe be sniffing. I always look at guys like that and think, right, you're French. You just do the pick. You just cut back to France, quick PSG. He'll be gone, man. He's a proper centre-half, man. Poor man Saliba, I'd say. It's cold, though, man. Just a bit of banter. Eze doing his European thing Saturday, believe. Liverpool is interesting. FSG, good owners, but Slot could bounce back. They have to replace Salah's goals. I mean, if they genuinely want to keep Slot, then they have to be prepared to really get the summer right. And also, if it's looking shaky in August, September, he's got to go. Because Liverpool, it's like, you've got a house. You know that you need a bed. You know that you need milk and milk in your fridge and bread in your cupboard. And you're going and buying designer clothes and flat screen TVs and whatnot. That's what I think their summer was. If I was a Liverpool fan, hindsight's a wonderful thing. But we won the league where my man never had a window. We've then brought in Isaac. We brought Wirtz. We did this. We've done that. You don't know what Liverpool is. They're not good defensively at this moment in time. They're not good going forward. You don't really see anything in midfield. They concede the same cheap goals. They have an ability to shoot themselves in the foot. There's too much square pegs in round holes. They spent 500 plus minutes. It's the worst title defense as well. And it's such an anticlimax. They're still talking about wingers. They need to find a way to facilitate all of these attackers. They've been dealt unlucky hands with injuries, but their defense is not. The defensive ethos from the whole team is not good enough. The back five is defensive ethos isn't good enough. They don't have enough depth there. You know, they need a right back who can defend. They've needed a 6. They never got one. They need a centre half or 2. They didn't do the unglamorous things. Didn't Mateta try cut in January? But Mateta will get you some peas, man. You want Gabriel Jesus? No? Palace isn't a big club, so I don't know why guys was whining. They won't have Arsenal or Chelsea or Spurs resources. Apologies, folks. No Palace land on Nigel Atkins, that's his name. AC Milan want Areola. I mean, it's AC Milan, innit? I couldn't begrudge him, man. I think, yeah, my hot take, Gabriel Jesus, you need to go Italy, man. That's moved like the retirement home for attackers. You look good. Apparently, Areola said no to Milan. South London is the mecca for 98% of UK culture. These fucking South Londoners, man. Oh my God, I'm from South London. Everything we do is amazing. There's nothing like being from South London. Oh my God, South London, Peckham gigs. Oh my God. Get over yourselves. The girls, I can't lie. I'll give it to them. South girls are the waviest. I've always got a great track record. They understand me. But now, South is wavy though, man. There are a couple things I wish, like, there's a couple elements of South London I wish was in North, innit? Feels like my adopted home, man, if I'm completely honest with you. But you get these South Londoners started, they keep gassing. Not gonna lie, overrated that guy. I'm good with my defense, to be honest. Nah, bro, you trust me, United need another centre half. You're gonna be in trouble. And a centre middle too. Pochettino offered Milan. But DG, who would you like to see us sign this summer? I can't lie, man. My chest is high. Bro, you know my thoughts on Morgan Rodgers. You know I want that. You know I wouldn't mind Julian Alvarez. I've changed my mind on Bacola. Bring that. Yo, DG, you saw the Arsenal parade in Nairobi yesterday. We already had 2 parades before London one on Sunday. You see, this is amazing stuff. Mark Goldbridge saying City to get 60-point reduction. I'll believe all of these City things when I see it. Me personally, I think they're just going to hold the fine, innit? I don't think any titles are going to get stripped. I don't think there's any threat of relegation. There's none of these things are happening, people. Continue your thoughts, but it's important we get through 1-2 things as well, people, because we have been waffling. Mikel Arteta's won Premier League Manager of the Season. I mean, he won the league, as you'd expect, and he's there with his coach and stuff and all the people. Oh, hey, Man United, who's this? Come get Gabriel Heinze back. Why is he not over there with you lot? So yeah, man. And to be fair, a lot of these man, I wouldn't say Carrick. He deserves to be highlighted, but I wouldn't give Carrick manager of the year. It's Man United, but Amarin to Carrick, it's light and day. Keith Andrews, many people add Brentford to be in a relegation struggle. For someone like Arteta, you've gone from being a coach to being a manager. You've done fantastic. The Sunderland gaffer's done fantastic. Pep Guardiola's Pep Guardiola. It's only not fantastic because it's City and it's comparing Pep and City versus what they have in previous years. Ariola's done madness this season as well. So yeah, big him up. Marino said it's a dream come true. What has he said? It feels amazing. It feels like a dream come true. It's very heavy as well, a heavy trophy. Well, get a feel for it, man. Get a feel for it. Now you know what it feels like. Now you got something tangible for the players as well. But I would say for the fans, whether we go and win league titles or not, we always have them periods. Remember, it's a marathon of a season. Yeah, there's highs and lows. We always have them periods where we win a game, we're winning everything. We lose. I'm guilty of it. Wolves away, I thought it was done. Bournemouth, I thought it was done. Admittedly, I did feel, I'm sure I could be making this up, when City drew with Liverpool. I think whenever Haaland, I'm sure Szoboszlai scored a free kick and Haaland scored, yeah, and there's celebrations. And also, when City played Chelsea, actually, when that fucking industry plant came out with a bottle, I thought, oh, is it going left? Maybe, regardless of how it pans out now, because of we've been on a 4-year under Arteta trying to do this thing, 20-odd years and everything else, maybe there's a zen level we can reach now, innit? And the players as well. So, yeah. The reality is that this group of players have worked so hard for this trophy, these fans as well. It's a pleasure to be part of this group and part of this generation that brought the Premier League back to the Emirates Stadium. I can't put it into words, to be honest. Lacazette said he's going to be at the parade as well. From everyone watching us on TV, you might just see another team. But when you see us close, you see how this team behaves on a daily basis at the training ground. You see these guys are just a group of friends, family. That's what's the most important thing about this club. We're making a strong group. We're making a team where if things go wrong, they stick together, they push through it. And this is what they've done this season to show that unity is what gave us the title. And big up you for Newcastle away, Mikel. I can't ask for anything more. Probably a goal would have been nice. But no, after so long with some bad times in between, not knowing if I was going to be able to come back or how long this injury is going to be, if I was going to miss the end of the season. Being part of this, it's amazing to be back on the grass, to be with my teammates, all of them that have supported me big time. So I'm very grateful for them. For my family, for all the fans that have been supporting me throughout this period, it's massive. Fair play. What else has been going on? My son Martinelli, 7 years at this club. I got one here before Mikel Arteta, so it's something I've always talked about. He's talking about an FA Cup or something, surely. What's he talking about? What could he be talking about? What did you get? What did you get before, Mikel? I don't know, man, but yeah. I got here 7 years ago, and winning this title today is something I've been dreaming of. It was nice to see him with his dad, you know. It's a pleasure for me to play for Arsenal and winning this title. I'm not selling Martinelli. I can't lie, man. I know he needs to go, but trust I can. It's something that means a lot to everyone. And for me, it's even more. It means so much to me. It feels amazing winning the Premier League. It's something we've been trying to do for the past few years. We did it this year. It means a lot to everyone in the football club, not just the players, but what's going on here? But the staff, the fans, and every single person that works in the training ground, the stadium. Everyone deserves this moment. It just gives us more confidence. We played with a different team today. It's good for the ones that weren't playing so much to get some more game time. It's good for me. So happy to win the game and to enjoy the game as well. We've been trying to enjoy the celebrations, but of course we know we have this game today. And we've got a big one coming up next week, which is on Saturday, obviously. So we have to enjoy it, but we have to be ready for the game as well. We want to win everything that we can. We're in a final. It's just one game. Let's go for it. Let's go for it indeed, man. Let's go for it indeed. Let's go for it indeed. That picture's amazing, isn't it? Certain man, Starboys ain't got that. What has the captain said? He's up there with Tony Adams and all of that as a title-winning captain. I'm just trying to piss people off. It feels unreal, hard to put into words, but just so proud, happy, and emotional. It's a crazy, crazy feeling. Walking up towards the trophy and just realizing everything is a mad feeling. I'm so proud for everyone for the way we did it and everything we've been through. And to finally get over the line just means the world to everyone. So I'm happy. You can't imagine what it's like. We had a great night on Tuesday together at the training ground. And then today to lift the trophy, this is what I've been dreaming about my whole life, to win the Premier League. And to be at this stage is unbelievable. And when I look at Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Odegaard in particular, because of this whole project, he got you. That's his first major honour as well. And I'm happy for the gaffer as well, man, because we've all said a lot in it. We'll get into this in just a sec. But what are you lot saying in the chat? Appreciate you. 75K, we keep going. But go get Alvarez, Bacola, Tchouameni, Livramento. Bro, that's a lot of peas, bro. Alvarez to Barca, I think we do that. If we win the Champions League, I'll be the most proudest fan ever for walking through the banner era of 22 years. Also, our first Champions League title for us will be magical, the unforgettables. I hear it. I hear it. Do people realize how strong our squad is? I've even heard Simeone complain about substitutions that we do. My only issue is which midfield will start, Skelly or Zubi. I'm going with Skelly, man. He's in a different mental moment as well as the obvious we're seeing. Don't forget, Klopp lost the Champions League final to the holders in 2018. We can go again, though, Carl. We got over the line in the league. I don't think a loss is going to hurt as much as if we didn't win the league. We just have to go again, bro. So, yeah, the energy in the group now and belief that we can get over the line now will make this team scary for everyone. On our day, we can beat anyone. Bro, we'll mention United. No matter how many times I say United, I have not spoken about Man United as much as the other way around. And that's a fact. You'll have spoken about Arsenal way more. Your favorite content creators have, your pundits have, and everything else. Don't hate us because you ain't us. It's not nice when the shoe's on the other foot. Let's see what my title-winning manager, and you lot, some of you, not TTM, have had to say. It's very difficult to put into words, but what a moment, a lot of emotions, a lot of joy, pride. I think the manner in which it was done represents what these guys are feeling and the reason why this magic happened. I'm the same one, but I'm happier and relieved. Obviously, throughout this journey, we had some massive steps. We've accomplished a lot of things that, in my opinion, have a lot of value. But at the end of the day, we're here to win major trophies. That was the ultimate goal, and we were very close on these 3 occasions. We fell short at the end, and that was very painful. But I think that's what has driven us all to find new ways to show what we're made of. That's why I said that in the manner in which we've done it, it makes it even better. It's different. It was magical the other night, and what we've done this afternoon here is obviously after Palace. I would say it's even better because all the staff are there. Everyone's touching it. See the joy of the players, our supporters, the way they're behaving with the team. And of course, the families are around as well. And it brings something else. And what the title means to him, it's been a lot. They gave me the opportunity to manage this football club when I had no experience at all. So first of all, I have some words of gratitude to everyone who's been involved in that decision. That's for sure Edu, that's Tim Lewis, that's Vinay, who's stinking up the place and giving out interviews at Spurs. Keep it up, lad. Thomas Frank, what time are you reaching? That's a lot of people that were there. Josh and Stan are still here, and you can see their faces today. But there's a lot of people along the way that have been crucial to this success, to build this connection, to be able to build a team that is so competitive and ultimately has delivered the Premier League. We need to celebrate because we need that energy to flow, and going against that, I think it'll be a big mistake. Already talked about what we have to do in Budapest, how we're going to use all the incredible energy that we're carrying towards that final, and tomorrow we're going to start to prepare for it. We can't wait to write for the new chapter in the club's history and win the Champions League. What I said to the boys is that this shirt now represents something else. We are champions, and that brings a lot of confidence and a different kind of presence and energy to it. But as well, another kind of responsibility as well. My job and everyone at the club is going to be to live to those standards and achieve much, much more because I think we are capable of winning. And when he had doubts, the people around me, I listen, big up his wife, Stan, all of that stuff, people. We know his history. We all know why the shirts were on the back of the coaching staff. And yeah, it's a privilege to have to share this moment with everyone connected with the football club. What's this? Yeah, we've gone over this already. That's just a cut-up clip from what he said, or cut-up chat. Help Zubimendi win goal of the season. Make sure you're voting in that, people. He deserves it. We have gone over that yesterday. That is for a video we're going to bring out, kind of looking over the Prem. Raya's been nominated for Save of the Season. Go and support Raya's thing. I know he got the Golden Glove. Carl Hang's obviously left on a permanent transfer, as you guys know. Is there any updates here? Nah, there's nothing there. What has Arsene Wenger said? He's backed us to win the Champions League and said it's the only thing missing. I want this trophy to go to the Emirates because it's missing there. We've touched it before. We are 13 minutes away from winning it. So you want it to happen this time. I've always said that you work in a club to make sure it's in a good position to continue to progress. Overall, I believe this stage where we can grab it. I still believe it's 50-50 in the final. If I have to bet, I'd bet on Arsenal more than PSG. I feel the club deserves it. This season deserves it. And the consistency of the team deserves it. I think Arsenal slowly built up a history that now allows them to win it. I also feel the time has come for Arsenal to dominate the Premier League consistently. My white granddad, man. A final is a final. The most important thing is that your team is not inhibited or impressed by the occasion and continues to focus on what it does well. So yeah, play the game, not the occasion. This Arsenal team's main strength is their ability to keep a clean sheet, and in a final, that's very important. We're going to keep a clean sheet, but defensive solidity. And it's a bit weird because we're not PSG, but they can defend. Sorry, PSG are not us, but they can defend really well. We're not PSG and nowhere near them, tactically in attack and all their individuals, but we can score goals. So it'd be interesting. I think it'd be a closer final than what we'd all make out. You have to be efficient. Your moment will come in the game, and you have to be ruthless. I've played many finals, and it's similar to any cup final. You have to express your qualities and not be fazed by the occasion. PSG have huge attacking potential, but Arsenal also have individual quality and are very strong on set pieces, which can have a huge influence in the final. Once you're 1-0 up, everything starts to play to your strengths. When you are strong defensively, Arsenal can always be dangerous. The parade, what you need to know, where the parade will follow a roughly 4-mile loop through Islington, taking in much of Highbury, Canterbury, and Upper Street. Upper Street's a shout to chill. Before returning to the Emirates area. From the stadium, the bus will head west along Hornsey Road. Hornsey Road, is that open? And then south down Holloway Road. The route passes Highbury and Islington Station. That's the spot to chill. Before continuing south on Upper Street, the borough's main high street down to Angel. From Angel, the procession turns north, loading back up via Essex Road, which is Islington, Newington Green Road, and Pufferton Road before joining Green Lanes. Yeah, but it's a certain part of Green Lanes. I actually thought initially the whole of Green Lanes and Mount Grove Road. It then comes back down Blackstock Road. It's going to be too packed on Blackstock Road and west along Seven Sisters Road to return to the stadium. The Emirates Stadium itself, Drayton Park, and the immediate surrounding streets will be sealed off as a no pedestrian access zone. The club has asked fans not to gather at the stadium, Hornsey Road, Benwell Road, or Drayton Park, saying the team will not be visible from those locations. People still not going to listen. Highbury Field, which sits inside the loop near Highbury and Islington Station, is likely to be one of the busiest areas. The nearest tube and rail stations to the route are Finsbury Park, Arsenal, Holloway Road, Highbury and Islington, and Angel. So, yeah, you can see it here. That's what we're going to be doing, innit? Again, do not go to the Emirates, at least until after, innit? The timing has been dedicated in part by the international calendar. Yeah, there's road closures. So, yeah, man, mad thing, but, yeah, preparing good time. Big up hand of Arsenal. He said, morning, Arsenal fans. The club is clear about any sellable players, be it Jesus, Fabio, or anyone else. Pay a respectful fee or fuck off. Big up hand of Arsenal. Our sales strategy will be strong and hardline this summer. If I'm around post-Champions League, I'll explain it and other transfer news. Timber, he completed a full session and felt good yesterday, which is the most important thing. Final session today before a decision is made on him. I trust the player and Mikel fully on whatever they decide. He's been called up to the World Cup squad for the Netherlands. Wait on my update on this matter. We will. Also, I saw some nonsense about us not being locked in. I saw some PSG accounts deluding themselves into thinking we're in party mode. I assure you, Arteta has this group on demon time. Arsenal have been training again since Tuesday. It's business as usual. I also know they've been preparing for PSG for over 10 days or so. We all know who the players wanted for the final. Be humble, but be confident. They'll fly out later today and continue preparations in Budapest with enough time. And it'll be nice for Gyökeres in his heritage land, if that makes sense. To any Arsenal fans in Budapest, be safe. God bless. I think that was an updated tweet on... Well, I think, well, yeah. Oh, there it goes. Jurrien Timber completed, this was 17 hours ago. Jurrien Timber completed first team training today. Finally, the Dutchman will fly tomorrow with the rest of the squad to Budapest. Final call to be made tomorrow on match day squad inclusion. All the rest is noise. All eyes on Budapest. He did also retweet where he said that we're looking at Jeremy Monga, which I want that 16-year-old, 17-year-old at the club. He actually hasn't said anything on Morgan Rodgers as well. That night in Budapest will hit like crack. It needs to. Really interested to see what Berta does in the transfer market next season. Hit the fucking lights, guys. DG, your thoughts on key players needing that rest after the World Cup? Do you think we'll win enough games while waiting for players to return? All depends when they get eliminated, innit? If I'm honest. But we're going to have to find a way. Go and win the Champions League final, boys. We fully believe in you. We've been unbeaten this season in the Champions League for a reason and only conceded 6 goals. We are, I think, hard to penetrate. The PSG Spurs get to play in the group stage is different from the one we get to play in the final. Unfortunately, teams turn up against us. We should expect that. And they're going to expect that. You know, I don't think internally at PSG, they think anything's a given. Likewise with us. Fans, they're by themselves, innit? Without Zubamendi, we don't win this Prem. Partey was always injured. I've seen Arsenal spend many years suffering without winning. And now that pass has finally been broken. Because of you, Zubi. Or if not, I'm going to write PR. Is there anything else? Arsenal trained this morning. I mean, listen, Hand of Arsenal's covered the Timber thing in it. We don't need to keep doing that. I did see this yesterday from David Ornstein. Arsenal are demanding up to 20 million for Gabriel Jesus this summer. Inquiries from multiple clubs for the 29-year-old striker and quoted 18 to 20 mil. Brazilian can go as a free agent when his contract expires in 2027, but Arsenal are not considering a cheap sell before them, which correlates. Haaland has told Arsenal that City will keep fighting to win everything next season. I expect that. I don't really want to read that. Haaland, cry more, bro. Cry more, bro. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. I've gone over this already, people. Arsenal ready to step up their interest in Morgan Rodgers. Talksport understands Mikel Arteta is personally leading the drive with preliminary talks with his advisors believed to have already taken place. Aston Villa value Rodgers at a minimum of 80 million. Let's see what this. Miguel Delaney said Julian Alvarez is at the center of another battle between Arsenal and PSG. I think he goes Barca, then PSG, then Arsenal. The Independent has been told PSG have made a more direct pitch with wages and have signaled they are willing to pay Atletico Madrid's 125 million euros asking price. Sources close to Alvarez say his first choice would be Barcelona, but they do not have anything close to the funds. Arsenal do, but as with last summer, want to properly consider how to maximize their budget. That was the first tweet. The situation may yet see both Jurrien Kroupi and Morgan Rodgers end up at Arsenal, with the club pushing both players. Arsenal want to bring in 3 or 4 players this summer, with the same number expected to leave. And yeah, I was excited about that because I got it twice. Jesus is expected to leave, is expected to be allowed to take up one of the offers to return to the Brazilian league for a nominal fee of around 5 million. That's been reported by Miguel Delaney. So hand of Arsenal in him. I more believe hand of Arsenal in it. And Ornstein has said multiple clubs have inquired about Jesus' situation this summer and have been quoted 18 to 20 million by Arsenal. Jesus has 12 months left on his contract. It is understood Arsenal will not consider selling him cheaply before then. You could argue 18 to 20 million already is cheap, but I think they mean cheaper. Arsenal keen on 108 million rated striker Morgan Rodgers. So yeah, we're linked with Alvarez. We want Morgan Rodgers. Apparently, Chelsea are in the fight for it, and we're looking to offload people. So that correlates with what we've seen already. This was reported a few days ago that PSG, as well as Arsenal, are looking at Kroupi. Once again, Anthony Gordon, who was a target for Arsenal and did look like he was going to Bayern Munich. Somehow Barcelona found the money to make that happen, innit? Stranger things have happened. Matias Fernandez makes decision over Man United transfer after Arsenal and PSG interest. He has made Man United his priority destination. Fucking player for them. He's got PSG, Atletico, and Arsenal interest. Player for them. Would help them a lot. Very few, rarely do you have double relegations on your CV and everyone talks about you like this. Very good player. No one don't care about Anthony Gordon anymore. Pick you up though. We're locked in talks with Hamburg over a permanent transfer for Fabio Vieira, which if we can get Gabriel Jesus, Fabio Vieira, and Reece Nelson gone, I'm all for that. We all knew that they wasn't going to take up their option to buy him. They was always going to try and bargain it down. Florian Plattenberger said, Hamburg are doing everything behind the scenes to keep Vieira. Talks with Arsenal started. In personal talks, Hamburg recently made it clear to Vieira they would like to build a team around him. Vieira is open to staying. It now depends on Hamburg reaching an agreement with Arsenal. Rumours have indicated Hamburg would want to pay around 10 million euros for Vieira this summer. As long as there's a fat sell-on clause, Bobby's your uncle, bro. And again, going back to Morgan Rodgers, apparently, we first took interest in him last summer. Andrea Berta is a huge admirer of Rodgers at that point, and the Italians' respect for the Aston Villa star remains undiminished. Indeed, he has made the England international his personal project for the summer and has already concluded substantial work towards driving the deal through. While Arsenal are interested in Rodgers, there's a major sticking point in terms of the transfer fee. Aston Villa value their player in the region of 115 million euros, which in brackets is 100 million. While Arsenal's exact valuation of Rodgers is not clear, sources have indicated that it's significantly less than the Birmingham club's demand. Aston Villa are expected to be forced into one major sell. But according to the Telegraph, Rodgers is the most likely. They're looking at 90 million. United and Chelsea also there. Arsenal been told not to move for Rodgers. I don't want to see that with your personal opinion, mate. So yeah, Arsenal have said pay up for Gabriel Jesus or he's not going. Arsenal are now confident we can get Jeremy Monga over the line despite Manchester United and Manchester City also being interested. We are currently in a very strong position. Apparently, the Gunners have been pushing aggressively. For me, I wouldn't be against signing him and letting him stay a season in League One with Leicester. How many 16-year-olds have played as much first-team football as him? And you develop outside the limelight. Apparently, all 3 clubs have approached him. Arsenal's pathway plans, development structure, and recent success integrating elite young talent, the Max Daumans, the Miles Lewis-Skellies, the Wanieris, the list goes on, into the first-team environment, are believed to have been left a major impression on Monga and those around him. So we'll have to see. But everyone on their dog, United, City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea, Leipzig, Dortmund, Real Madrid, and a bunch of other clubs who haven't been named there are probably going to be an interest there, people. So yeah, And apparently, United have held talks over Tonali, but now Arsenal have entered the frame again. We've held brief discussions with Tonali's camp in the late January window. Though no deal materialized, Tonali's entourage were thought to be gauging interest in their client ahead of the summer. I don't think we go for him, but weirder things have happened, man. Weirder things have happened. 100 million for Rodgers, no chance. Rice was established England centre mid and won the Conference League. Yeah, that's that. That's mad disrespect to Rashford. How does he score a free kick against Real Madrid? I don't know. You'd have to ask them. They clearly fundamentally think Gordon is a stronger option than Rashford. I'd love Rashford to get another loan. But yeah, the Barca dream, because he looks so happy, man. The Barca dream's done, man. Like it's over with, innit? You had your time. You just go again, innit? Really and truly. But yeah, people, man. I'm sure you lot are bored of listening to me waffle now. So yeah, on that note, I think I'm back at 3:15 with Zar. So yeah, man, I'll see you lot then. And you know there's always content. I know you ain't watched all the content. So yeah, big up everyone who's been here. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Time for me to go get some lunch. Eid Mubarak to everyone. And everyone keep celebrating, innit? One love.